Flosstube. Welcome back to my channel for Flosstube number 41. This week's been a bit of a mad week. My washing machine broke 3 days ago and I've been hand washing, and oh my gosh, I take my hat off to all those women many years ago who that's what they did every day, because that is hard work. I found muscles I didn't even know I had. So we've rang the engineer this morning and he can't get out till next Friday, so it's another week of either hand washing or the nearest laundrette is like miles away because the one nearest us is shut. Daft cat. So yeah, it's just been one of them weeks. Most of my challenge groups, I opted for penalty stitches as much as I could this week because I'm taking part in Full Coverage Fanatics Wheel of Fortune for all of November, and I have to stitch 500 stitches for each letter in a word. I've only completed one word so far, which I think is celebration, or is it holidays? One of the two anyway. I've completed that one using my Once Upon a Fairy Tale, which I haven't touched this week just because I've completed that task and I just want to kind of crack on with everything else. So I will just share with you what I have done, which isn't a load, but there has been another reason why. It isn't just the fact that I hadn't got around to it. I didn't even pick up the picture. I'll have to show you now on Pattern Keeper because I'm hopeless. So I've been trying to complete the next one with Felicia. Let's tilt you down, you can see better. And I think it's 4,000 stitches I'm supposed to complete on here for November to complete a word. Now, I was ready. I swear I was ready. 335. I've done over 1,000. We'll just leave it with that. And it's been a lot of black, and I think it's so awesome now because you can see her eyes. I've got, let me get you closer, got the outline of her mouth here as well, and you can see her hand going into her hair. I just think this looks really weird. She looks like she's got a massive thumb. I don't think it, no, it's the pearls. So I had to check. Turn back around, thank you. It's up here where the pearls are. It's not her thumb, so that's okay. So yeah, I've just been filling in over 1,000 stitches in black. So only another, I think, 3,000 to go. We'll get there though. We're only on the 20th, I think it is today, so I've got another 10 days. So that one's had quite a battering. The second one and the last one I worked on, as always, because this I'm using for another word, is pandemic. Get the glare off. And I was working down this diagonal thing here. Perhaps if I pull it out. Now, this one, 914 stitches. You'll be surprised because I think when I showed you last week I was still, behave, just up here, I think. And I've managed to kind of go all the way down there, and it's so quick. I found these, there's a home bargain shop like literally 2 minutes out my back gate. I can see it, and they were selling these little hoops for either, I thought they were $1.49, but I think my other said they were $1.99, but I bought 2, and these are, even though like I've got a massive hanging of fabric, I just roll it. I roll it all up and then I just hold it at the side. And if it's that side, I'll roll it and put a peg on it and it holds it out the way. And it's been, I think that's how I managed to get so much done. It's so much easier to just sit down, have this in your hand and stitch away. I haven't took them out the hoops because I'm hoping to get a lot more work on it this week to catch up with my Full Coverage Fanatics challenge. Yeah, I think there's 5 words altogether, and mine are all about celebrations, holidays, seasonal words, I think they're called. And like the biggest one is 5,000 stitches. I'll get there. I will get there. The next thing I worked on, which is not cross stitch related, and this is another reason why I didn't get too much done apart from like hand washing clothes and stuff, is the blanket I showed you last time. Got my hair stuck. My hair needs cutting off. It gets too long. I'm gonna have to stand. I've managed to finish him. Let me just move to one side. I'll just move it up so you can see. I think I was just above his eyes last time, wasn't I? Was I somewhere here? I've managed to complete all of that since. And it looks amazing. I know my nephew is going to be well chuffed. He doesn't actually know I've started it, so the fact that I'm nearly finished, but I've still got to buy another ball of blue because I bought 2 thinking that would be enough, and it's not. So I've got to buy another ball of blue now before I can carry on. That's so big. I got to put his name on it yet. That's all charted out, plotted out, whatever. That's all ready to go. I'm just waiting for the wool now. Apart from that, I only have a tiny little bit of haul this week. Now, I made a suggestion to Kelly ages ago. You all know that's my best friend. She has arthritis pretty bad in her hands, so for her to hold a little needle for a cross stitch and stitch it herself would be no good. And I offered her initially when I bought my Once Upon a Fairy Tale to stitch it for her too. But kind of as I've got into it, and even she said that's quite a lot. I mean, it's taken me nearly a year and I've only completed 6 pages. It's 5 or 6. So she said she was looking at some other ones, and I just said to her, look, my offer still stands. If there's something you like and you want me to stitch it, I'll stitch it for you. So she sent me a picture the other day. So the first part of the haul is the pattern that she's chosen, and it is, I don't know if you can see that, sort of. Anyway, well, you will play with her. It is Minnie, The Amazing Animal Kingdom by Amy Stewart and charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. Let me get in like that. See if that focuses. Nope. So we'll just pull it back a little. And it looks amazing. It is 325 by 248. And it's 88 colours. I quite like it actually. It's quite a nice one. So that brings me to the second part of my haul. Kelly is a little bit like me in the sense that she doesn't have a lot of money coming into the house, so she kind of has to be careful what she does. So when she bought the pattern, I suggested this lady on Etsy. She sells the equivalent, the DMC, the CXC I think they're called. Yes, the CXC. It would work out a heck of a lot cheaper if she bought them in CXC colours, and there's a lady on Etsy who sells them at 25 pence a skein, and they're meant to match DMC, so I've gone that route with her, and these cost, hold on, without postage, £22.50.
All of them?
Yep. But if she'd have bought them DMC, I sat there and worked it out a short while ago, it would have been £60. And that didn't count any duplicates you had of any other number. So we've gotten with the CXC. Those are apparently everything she needs. I need to stitch this for her. So I'm excited. I sent her a picture like an hour ago, and she was like so excited. But the fabric hasn't come. It was meant to be here today. And it's not. So here's to tomorrow, because I'm so excited to start this one, not just because I like stitching, but because I know Kelly's going to be watching it as it progresses as well, because obviously I'm going to show you guys and she'll sit and watch. So And she messaged me yesterday saying, do you need to use my washing machine? I'm like, how do you know? And I said, was it Tyler by any chance? Because I know her and Tyler communicate. She went, no, it was you. And she sent me a snapshot of my whip and chat on Wednesday on her TV screen. No, it's okay. It's fine. We're working through it. But anyway, so yeah, I'm excited. So excited to get that one started for her. And it's relatively small, so it's not going to take me forever like my Once Upon a Fairy Tale. I don't regret that decision, mind. It might take me several years, but I still don't regret my decision to start it. And I think that's what matters.
Mine was smaller, and yet you finished.
Which one? I know.
Within like
7 years. Hers should have been finished many, many years ago. But we've had that conversation.
You still need to frame that.
I know, I still need to frame it.
I want it in my room.
I know, I will get around to it. It's one of those that it was an awkward size. If you could get it to fit that way, you couldn't get it to fit that way. And if you got it to fit that way, it didn't fit that way. So I'm going to have to take it to be framed professionally rather than just buying a frame. Anyway, the next thing I wanted to say to you guys is I made a decision. I mentioned it Wednesday, so it must have been Tuesday. My Flosstubes on a Friday. It's not that it doesn't work, it's that I do all the challenge groups, which finish on a Sunday, and by Friday I've never fully completed any of them really. So rather than do it on a Friday, I'm going to move it to a Sunday. So I'll have a Flosstube Sunday instead. And then I can share all of my challenges that I've managed to complete with you, because they're always done by Sunday. So, yeah. Because I like sharing with you guys the challenge prompts that I've taken part in. She wants me to show you her cross stitch, even though I stitched it. It's an awkward size. You can just see it starts there. It goes down. You can see where it ends. And this took me 7 years. But the only reason it took me 7 years, look at all that cream. Actually, it's not cream, it's antique white, I think. It's 3865. I never ever forget that number. It was out a lot. And then you've got, even though it looks mostly cream, it isn't. You can see these pastel pinks, very, very pale pinks. Something on the cross stitch. Fluff. We don't do fluff. Yeah, there's these very pale pastel pinks, and it was, considering it was a background and it was a lot of cream, antique white, it was confetti. And then you've got to imagine that I've got all that cream down the sides and at the bottom. It really drove me insane, and that's why it took me 7 years. I put it down for ages, and then just out of the blue, picked it straight back up and finished it. There you go. So yeah, Flosstubes are now going to be on Sunday. The whip and chats are still going to stay the same. That makes no difference whatsoever to me. Then hopefully, like I said, the prompts I've completed I can share with you, because I've only completed 1 so far this week, and there's 9 altogether, 5 in one group, 4 in the other. And I've only completed 1. But I opted for I think it's enchanted stitching, penalty stitches, all of them, so that I can complete the full coverage fanatics. No, not that one, that one. So I could whack out the stitches I needed on these. And I've just realised I can't use pandemic anyway, it's not a full coverage. But I've got plenty of other, I could always do Once Upon a Fairy Tale. Just some more. Anyway, excuse me. Thank you for watching, guys. As always, it's very much appreciated. Thank you for your comments. If you leave any, feel free to. Thanks to everyone who watches and likes my videos. You're all amazing. I think you already know that. I will see you on Wednesday for a whip and chat. If not, it will be Sunday. Next Sunday, not this Sunday coming, the Sunday after. So it's going to be just over a week between now. It gives me a chance to finish this week's and next week's. So take care, stay safe, wash your hands, wear your mask, stay away, and I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.